Another fucking fantasy week, huh, guys? That was fun, I guess. Feel like got raped in the soul with a rusty harpoon that was once used to kill a fucking volcano and was struck by lightning and used sand for lubricant. I'm 0-2. I'm sad, confused, just feeling a lot of things right now. So it's a little hard to get up and do this video. Because I don't want to. But I am the league commissioner, so fuck it. Here we go. Your week 2 review. We had 4 tight games, and we had Shaq, which might become a theme for the season. The 4 tight games were decided on average by 4.5 points per game. I don't know. I don't have the wherewithal to look it up 3 years back or 2 years back. But I'm imagining on average that's probably the closest week we've ever had. So tight games. Some people who lost probably shouldn't have lost. Some people that won maybe shouldn't have won. And we had that fluky ass tie too, and we'll get into that. So let's start off, of course, with yours truly, because let's just try to get that over with and forget about it. That game had a fuck ton of underperforming. Zach beat me 138 to 132. Zach got 6 points from Colin Kaepernick. I got 7 from Tony Gonzalez, which isn't that bad for a tight end, but in the modern game, you should probably get more than that. I had 0 points from fucking Justin Tucker, because he had 2, not 1, but 2 missed field goals, and then made 2 extra points. So, whoop-de-doo, fucking dick. And then, Sunday night, needed 4 points. 4 for my beloved Pittsburgh Steelers defense, and I got -3. Thanks, Giovanni. Fuck you. So that puts Zach in and puts me at 0-2. Sharp, it's not his first rodeo because he beat Brad 145 to 141 because he got 40 fucking points from Aaron Rodgers. And then he got 18 from that fucking Benedict Arnold cocksucking asshole Giovanni Bernard, and that's really what sealed it for him. So I'm not really thrilled about your victory at all, Sharp, because you have the fucking discount double-check dickwad scoring the points and fucking fucker that I don't even want to look at right now. Pains me to see his name on the notes. So that puts Sharp at 2-0 as well. Crazy. Still not predicting you to stay up there that long, buddy. You might have to pull some trade magic. Although I do like your tight end thing, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Next, we go to Ant. Ant versus Chase. Anthony squeaks out a tight win, 119 to 111, which was, I think, actually our lowest scoring game, even considering what is going on with Shaq's team right now. Ant wins by 8 points. Ant had 4 players in single digits. The only team to have more players in single digits this week, you guessed it, the Flying Squirrels. They had 5. The only reason Ant won is he got 35 points from Julio Jones. I can't even come up with something witty about that. Ant, you gotta get your shit together. Then again, he's fucking 2-0, so whatever. Jordan and J-Ball. Yes, I love it. I love it. You know why I love it? It's a tie. It's a tie. You know why? Because they scored the same amount of points. And in sports, that's a tie. We don't need tiebreakers. We don't need bullshit. They were even. Half a game for both of you, all right? You get a tie at 120 all. But the real thing to think about with this game is a name, and I'll give it to you. This name is Randy Bullock. I'll give you a minute. Who is Randy Bullock? Anybody know? Because I never heard of the fucker until I did a little research today. Randy Bullock is a name that none of us probably know except for J-Ball, and J-Ball is likely not to forget the name Randy Bullock. Why, do you ask? Because Randy Bullock earned Justin Ball's team -1 points as a kicker for missing his one and only attempted field goal for the whole game. If Randy Bullock scores that field goal, J-Ball wins by 3 or 4. Definitely 4. But because he misses it, J-Ball ties. If he never even attempts to make the field goal, J-Ball wins by 1. So that kicker fucks Justin out of a win. I swear, J-Ball, you're the most unlucky fantasy player I've ever seen in my life. I don't get it. And I'm kind of toying with the idea of taking away this tie just because Jordan had the audacity to play those fucking twats, the Bengals defense. Fuck them. For general douchebaggery and fuckheadedness. That's at least a 1-point penalty in my book. But you're lucky, Jordan, because I'm just too lazy to do it. And finally, of course, as ever, Thomas Gregg Jr. over Alex Sheckton. 154 points to Alex Sheckton's 84. Which, yet again, earns you the weekly beer. Oh, why does this one always blow up on me every fucking time? Told you I didn't want to do this fucking video. It's probably Giovanni Bernard's fault too. Fucker. Alright, well, anyway. There was some kind of interesting things going on in that particular game. One, Sheckton was at the game, so as Tom so kindly pointed out, Sheckton got to watch both his real team and his fantasy team get ass raped at the same time. In person. Kind of cool. Other things. Tom almost doubles Sheckton's score. Double of Sheckton's score would be 168. Tom scores 154. That's not out of the realm of possibility. Somebody's going to double up on Sheck this year, and it's going to be funny. Also, if you just took Michael Vick, Jamal Charles, and Deshaun Jackson, added them together, those three alone have 94 points, enough to beat Sheckton's entire team. So, Tom, as always, you've proven yourself to be quite the master at fantasy football. So I'm not even going to congratulate you because it's expected at this point. And I know that's how you'd like to look at it too, because I know you don't really like praise or drawing attention to yourself or anything like that. So just a nice, modest kind of toast, a nod to acknowledge job well done, and then we're just going to ignore it like it never really happened, okay? Because I know that's how you would want it, right? Cool. Standings at the end of 2 weeks. Ant has a 1-game lead on the Caroline Street Division. I'm going to drink from this. It's just still foamy, okay? One game lead over the Caroline Street Division. Sharp and Tom are tied at 2-0 records atop the Pearl Street Division. And Sheck and I sit bottom of the league at 0-2. But I'm safe with the tiebreaker because throughout the course of the season, I've basically doubled Sheck's points already anyway. So, Medal of Shame is coming, and it's going to be awesome. And plus, I'm probably going to win like the rest of my games anyway, so whatever. Waiver wire action. This morning, I woke up to 10 transactions. 10 transactions on the waiver wire today. 5 of them by me. You know why? Steelers defense. Cut. Ravens kicker. Cut. Subpar quarterback, replaced. Aging tight end, replaced. Just all over the place. Making the cuts, making the action, because it's time to turn this shit around. This bullshit ain't gonna cut it in the Clemens household. And the A2GO team is coming to get you. That's Latin for and you, Geo. It's a little Shakespeare reference and history when Brutus stabs Caesar back like Geo did to me. Now, my big issue with Waiver Arte is that I see that Tom picked up Eddie Royal. Now, I was this close to picking up Eddie Royal just so that he wouldn't get him, because I knew he would get him. But I put faith in you guys. I thought 8 other fucking morons, well 7, because we know Shaq's not going to change his lineup, so 7 other fucking morons would look at his fucking points. He has a 34-point game and a 17-point game, averaging him at like 25 points a game or something like that. And nobody picks him up? Chase, how are you not interested in that player? Now Tom is sitting on another fantastic talent. I can't do everything, guys. I can't. I just can't do it. Somebody fucking wake up on the waiver wire. God. Message boards. Loving the action on the message boards this week, even if it was basically all bitching about Shaq's lineup and bullshitting about how much we want to pay for a jersey that nobody's going to give Brad money for anyway. So, Brad, have fun with that. Maybe 2 people give you cash because, so many people chipped in for this piece of shit. Novel idea, though. I like where your head's at. But start some fucking conversations, you fucktards. All right, game of the week for next week. All right. We already know Ant's going 3-0. He's playing Shekton. He's like a 70-point favorite. Shekton's not going to win a game. So Ant's 3-0. The big question for this week is, are the other 2 2-0 teams going to be able to follow him into the land of the undefeated? We have J-Ball and Tom. Tom is undefeated. J-Ball is 0-1-1. He is winless for the season, but he's not completely defeated. J-Ball does have some favorable matchups in this. Some of his players could outperform. So Tom might kind of be on upset alert, but let's be honest. Tom is really good, and he's fucking incredibly lucky, and Justin is like the unluckiest person ever. So Tom's going to win. I'm sorry, J-Ball, but it's going to happen. So my pick for game of the week this week is the matchup between none other than Richard Ricardo Sharpe with Zachary Jabella. It should be high scoring. Both teams have a lot of power. Should be able to punch. And I'm going to call it. Zach's going to win. Zach's going to be 3-0. We might be looking at 3-0 teams going into week 4. Which is our first week of buys, so keep that in mind. So, Sharp, leaning on Aaron Rodgers, have fun in week 4, Dickie. All right, that's enough for me. 13 minutes and some odd seconds. Enjoy it, fuckers. Womp womp.